Hi, my name is Michael Moore, and today I'm going to be discussing how to do a great interview. We're going to focus on some things you should do and some things you should avoid. So first things first, you always want to make a great first impression. A first impression may be the only chance you get to meet with that potentially future employer. So first things about first impressions is you want to look the part, look professional. If you don't own a suit, go out and buy a suit. Not a pair of slacks and not a different blazer. You want to have a matching suit. So that means a black or navy colored um, blazer with matching slacks. Okay. Also, you want to have a very simple shirt. White or blue are always great colors. They're simple. They don't draw too much attention. They're easy to look at. Also, you need to have a tie, not a bow tie, a normal tie. The tie should not be silly, sarcastic, outlandish. It needs to be professional and simple as well. So today, as you can see, I'm wearing a black pinstripe suit, the white pressed shirt with a black pinstripe tie. Also, your shirt needs to be pressed. It cannot be wrinkled. Go out, spend the $3 if you don't own an iron, and get your shirt dry cleaned and pressed. That's going to look like you care, and that's a great way to set a great first impression. Also, you need to be clean shaven. Don't go in there with 5 o'clock shadow or a beard or a mustache or anything like that. You need to be clean shaven. Being clean shaven shows that you care, shows you're willing to go the extra mile, and that you care about your appearance. Having a beard or 5 o'clock shadow or having some facial hair shows that you're a little bit sloppy and that you may not care about this job and that you don't care about how you look. If you don't care about how you look, your employers are going to think that you may not care about how you perform at work or what people think of you. Because believe it or not, if you work for that company, you represent that company. You're the face of that company. And if you meet with clients and clients see that you are not clean shaven or your suit's messy or you have a beard or some sort of indication that you do not care about your appearance, it's going to show that to that client that you also don't care about the company and that you're just doing it for the paycheck. Nobody wants that person. So be clean shaven. Going hand in hand with being clean shaven, you need to have a haircut. Get a haircut maybe a week or a couple of days before your interview. It needs to be clean on the back, should be clean here, clean sideburns, and something that you can comb over. You don't want to have any ridiculous haircuts like a mullet or a mohawk, anything like that. It needs to be simple, professional, and can't be distracting to other employees within that work facility. Also, invest in a watch. If you have a watch, it shows that you're punctual. It shouldn't be something silly again, something simple and professional. Don't draw too much attention to yourself and by buying ridiculously colored watches like bright red watches or bright neon green watches. Do a simple silver watch or a simple gray watch. Something that shows that hey, I care about the time, I know what time it is, and that'll show to your employers that you care and that you're punctual. So once your appearance has been made for your first impression, be sure to get to the interview at least 15 to 20 minutes early. Being early does a few things. For one, it also shows that you're punctual. It shows that you care about this job. And two, you can prepare. You can prepare for your interview, and you can prepare about what you're going to say. Go over things, and with the more you are prepared, the less nervous you're going to be in an interview. Getting thrown into a situation where you have to speak about yourself and be very professional, if you're not prepared, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. So rehearse. Rehearse a few days before. Rehearse in the mirror. Rehearse with loved ones. Rehearse with colleagues. Ask them to give you back feedback. That's huge. If they feel that you are presenting yourself in a certain way, you probably are presenting yourself in a certain way, and that's how someone is interpreting whatever you're saying or however you're acting. So take note and take criticism. It's constructive and it's going to help you in the long run. Also, going hand in hand with being prepared is print out your resume. Don't just print out one resume, print out, I would say, between 3 and 5 resumes. You may be sitting at a panel. If you have printed out 3 to 5 resumes and you're able to pass those out to all the individuals on the panel that you're interviewing with, they're going to say, wow, this guy's prepared. They all can look at, they're not having to share one piece of paper. and it just looks like you are ready for whatever they are throwing at you. Again, I say one piece of paper. Shorten your resume up into one piece of paper. Especially if you're younger, you're just a college graduate, you don't have a lot of accomplishments noteworthy enough to put on a resume. But you certainly should only have about one full page. It should show and on top of your resume, it should have your name, followed by your contact information and your address. And then there's a variety of ways of listing the things within your resume. Some people prefer having an objective statement about yourself and about your career future, followed by education, followed by previous employment, and lastly, the other aspects of your life, such as nonprofit work, charity work, certifications that you have, things that may set you aside from others. So once you have shown up, you look sharp, you're prepared, you're early, you're reciting, you have your extra resumes, have a notepad and a pen. Being prepared with a pen is also huge. More than likely, they're going to ask you to sign something, or they may ask you, they may need to use a pen and they may not have one on them. If you have a pen and you're able to give that to that person, they're going to say, wow, this guy is really prepared. I think this guy would be a great fit for our company, potentially. Let's get into the actual speaking part of the interview. First thing you want to do is when speaking in the interview is you want to be enthusiastic. Be enthusiastic with the person conducting the interview and all other employees that you encounter within your interview time frame. That means the receptionist, that means the parking person, that means other interviewees potentially. You want to be enthusiastic and friendly with everyone. They may actually have a say in whether you get hired or not. So when you walk into somewhere, you should always have a smile on your face, have a smile in your eye, and when shaking someone's hand, you want to always give a nice firm handshake. You should stick it out in your hand, and you should focus on this part. There's nothing worse than having an awkward handshake where you just grab the fingers and you don't actually get the palm part of the hand. So you want to go in and just give a 1, 2, nice and firm. Don't crush their hand and don't give the limp fish. Everyone knows what the limp fish is. The limp fish is when you give this and you shake someone's hand like that. It's gross, it leaves a really weird impression, and it's awkward for the rest of the interview. So have a great handshake. Believe it or not, that is a very, very big aspect of the interview. Going hand in hand with going back to being prepared. What?